Today we're starting a playthrough of GMT Games Skies Above Britain. We're going to play at least through Chapter 1, and we'll see, depending on how it's going. Maybe we'll continue the playthrough to additional chapters, perhaps even a whole campaign. Like I said, we'll see how that's going. But hope you enjoy this playthrough, this video. And with that, we'll take you straight to the action. So we should probably begin with a pre-apology. I wouldn't say we've still got this completely down.
I am very confident I don't have a real good clue yet.
But the last time we played, we didn't dive for the rulebook too much, and I don't think we screwed up too much. But I still feel like we're in a situation where at some point we're going to encounter something that we're like, nope, never seen that before. Hang on.
Either that or we think we have and we get it wrong.
Exactly. But hopefully I can take care of a lot of that in the edit. So we didn't roll, but we're going to start with the the 2 green and 2 veterans, mostly because then I didn't have to edit anything in the TTS mod. I'm just using what's already there.
Like a lot of value to that approach.
All right. So we start by rolling for our position, right? So we're going to start in the deep zone. So this.
Ooh, we haven't done this before, so this is new.
I think so, yeah. So then we're going to start for, we're going to roll for visibility. It's going to be a lot of fuel, and if they dump their bombs too early, we could be in trouble. So we've got haze and sun on the port. So the sun is on the port. We've got hazy sun.
All right, interesting.
I think that's that. Now we put out the vector markers. So we'll start.
You got them? All right, I can start grabbing.
Yeah,
from the
start
other
grabbing you. Yeah, that's a perfect idea. Let me grab all the ones with the raid markers, so that they happen later.
I think I did that. Let's see, we got 2. You know what you need to add is the little lasso and the number. I'm really used to that now.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to do that. Yeah, we made a few nice quality of life improvements to the TTS mod in a personal version here. So, all right. So I think we're good. So I think so we start by just revealing the outbound or the inbound vectors here, right?
Do we need to do anything with escorts?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Will happen. Once the raid is there.
Once the raid. All right. So first I'm going to reveal the first.
It might not. I now have to remember if their escorts are revealed.
Yeah, I've already created.
let me. I can't remember if you do it with haze and sun or if it's only when it's clear. Let me look that up before we even get started. Okay, so I just looked it up. So it's only when it's clear do you reveal the escort. So unless the weather changes to clear, we won't reveal them until we actually try to go.
All right, so we're going to reveal the first inbound vector.
Yep. All right, so that first one is that the roll a die. If it's even, the sun shift the sun clockwise. If odd, shift it counterclockwise.
Oh, that's so funny. I was looking at the new trade. Odd
is counterclockwise, did I say?
You would think I would remember, but odd is counterclockwise.
So it's tail. Now we got tail high sun. And new trade. So
this one's new to me.
So if there's no raid marker on the raid track, you apply the raid result.
Great.
Yeah, that's
already.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we apply the raid result.
Darn it.
And I don't think we do anything else other than put the raid marker. Visibility is clear. We place the escort stations. We don't do that.
That's it.
Yep. All right. So now we reveal the second one, and if we get a raid marker, they just drop their bombs and. Okay, that's okay. So
if not, isolate the rearmost bomber tile.
So now what we got to do is
figure out.
Yeah. So you want to roll for what kind of bomber?
Oh, we already know it's going to be Stukas.
Well, it is. So it is a 50% chance if you look at.
Is red across the top?
Red is across the top. Blue is on the right, on the left. So
nope.
Stukas.
It is Stuka. Yeah. I told you.
With 6 tons. All right.
You're right, though. It's a 50% chance.
Yeah, the Stukas are the most likely in this. All right.
Does that change by chapter?
I'm pretty sure you could probably flip ahead and look and see,
I
but
would
I think,
expect it would.
yeah,
Just
as
thinking about.
yeah,
Yep,
I think as
it
essentially,
does. It changes by chapter. Very historical.
and then I will isolate this last tile. And then we apply 2 flak results. So why don't you roll, and we'll basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that we just place them somewhere randomly.
First one is on 9.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be on this one. So one of these guys has an engine result. So I'm going to put our straggler out here. So we've already got a straggler because he took an engine hit. And then second die.
A 3.
So we got a wing hit over here.
Okay.
All right, now with that we can tally ho. So I think we should.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Stukas can only take 1 engine hit.
Oh shoot! Did I?
Oh,
You're
he's
right.
destroyed,
He's
right?
destroyed. Right. I thank you. I
Yep.
forgot that. You are correct.
That would have been the case with the other 3.
Yes, correct. Okay, so I just want to double check this. Tally ho, we can move the squadron or change altitude. If the raid markers on the track may instead. Okay.
Well, I feel like we should go to the middle.
I feel like we should go to the middle too. Okay, and in this case, we can spend 1 fuel to either move him or move him and slide him. Oh, sorry, we can either move him or change altitude, but we can't do both with a tally ho.
And when can you do both? Just
You can do both when it's our turn to act. Essentially, what's coming up
Got
right
it.
now. So that is the end of the reveal segment. So we revealed everything. So now we do fuel. So we burn a fuel sort of legitimately.
Yep.
And
now I would think we're gonna shift and go high and burn another fuel,
right,
don't you?
I think we're gonna burn a fuel, and we're gonna shift over to the coast zone and go high.
Yep.
Because I think if I recall correctly, I don't know that we can. If they're in an adjacent zone, I guess we could go after them in an adjacent zone if they're not high, but it doesn't seem like we'll end up in a bad position. So, I mean, this is a little rough. What we need to get
plenty of fuel.
Yeah, we need to get. What we really need is to get a flak result before we get a raid result. That's what we're really hoping for here. All right, so now we move the raid marker and start revealing more tiles.
So remind me
Yeah.
when we either move or we check for contact. Is that correct?
So first you do contact,
First we do contact.
and
then
once we decide we're not going to attempt to contact, then we can do the vector sequence.
Yep.
And the vector
Yep.
sequence is where we
makes total
move and change
sense.
altitude.
Total sense.
So
now,
and then we go back to the reveal thing, which is where we start flipping these.
yep.
That's the wrong order.
Sorry.
All right. So they drop their bombs, and then
Well,
they get a flak result. So
new trade.
so
Another
well,
flak.
they're gonna. Oh no, that's the. Well, we're gonna lose another one.
8.
So basically, we got another one destroyed here because that was a cockpit hit.
It's that guy, right? Well,
It's
I could
on-
argue
yeah.
it.
It's
I could argue differently just because we're going to put it on one of only 4, but it doesn't really matter.
yeah, fair enough.
It's still evenly distributed.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go.
Well, look, I mean, at this point, we have to shoot stuff down. All right, so now that's their flak, and so now with the flak, we can use tally ho for contact. We can perform contact if we're at high altitude, which we are. So we are doing contact. So let's roll over here.
Yep.
Well, actually, the squadron is high, we can spend fuel to start in any position in the sun instead. So I think we should burn a fuel to start in the sun.
Feels like we should. I still think we have plenty of fuel.
Right. So basically, we're coming in
tail
high, and we're high.
Same zone.
So this would be tail. So now we gotta check for escorts, because now we gotta figure. Now we gotta then we gotta basically like try to intercept the bomber formation. Is I think where we're going to next. So after we contact. So we did make contact. So yeah. So then we got to do orders. But to do that, we need to put the escorts down. So we should roll for escorts now.
Oh, I'd prefer not to.
That's actually not terrible.
That's actually not the worst.
Well, it's maybe a little
trailing,
bit,
so it's where we're coming.
Yeah, so maybe it's a little. Well, let's look. So we're coming from tail high, and they are trailing. So they are we'd have to roll an 8. Now we could roll 2 dice to slip past them because we're coming out of the sun, or we could send somebody in there to try to fight them.
Well, I felt like that was a good idea last time and it didn't work, so we could try it again.
Yeah, it didn't.
Now they're heavy.
Yeah.
Last time we played, they were not heavy and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
And I say it didn't work.
I gotta be honest with you.
Actually,
I'm of the opinion that I think we should just. The thing is, coming in from tail high, I think we're a little more susceptible to hits. I forget where that shows up.
Does it show up, or is it's on the head on?
Oh, it's if you look right here, it's see where it has those 2 things.
Yeah.
I think what that means is that you see, I'm gonna pause while I dive in, but I'm pretty sure what that means is if there's a hit, we take 2. Oh, you've got
on the interception sequence.
Sorry, you've got it. Where is it?
Round 1 penalty, draw 2 hit markers, select the highest number.
Yeah, so I'm gonna suggest that we
So, and the tail high light bomber penalty only applies when tail high, which we are.
Yes.
That's ironic.
Well,
how ironic.
Yeah. So I think we should try to suppress them, and then hopefully we can get in and we can use the out of the sun bonus to defer damage. What do you think? So
yeah. So we got to go to the intercept
table.
Escorts, right?
Yeah, this could be a little. So we are tail high trailing. Okay, so basically we need to roll a 5 or higher to draw an advantage card. All right, so let's like we did last time, we're going to send yellow squadron. Yellow.
Do we have an out of the sun advantage with this? We do, right?
Formation in a position with them. That's interesting. I would say yes, because it's the formation must be high altitude. If the formation is in a position with the sun, and the formation is while the fighters are behind us. Yes, I think we do. I think we do, because the formation is so we can roll 2 dice and add the numbers rolled.
And we're just trying to roll a 5.
We're just trying to roll a 5 or higher. All right, that's good.
After just having said just, I was kind of worried about that die roll.
Fair enough. So now we draw an RAF advantage card to figure out what happens. So we are tailing it. If we're attacking out of the
sun,
adding
another damage result.
All right, so this is good. So we have a
tailing them.
So if we get a hit, the good news if we get a hit is we'll shoot this down, and then we won't be lost contact.
So tailing, head on and tailing.
Tailing, yep. So we are a section. Oops. We are a section. We are tailing. Yeah, so we get a hit and a low ammo. So let's do this. Let's roll for the 2 hits to see who gets the 2 hits over here.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Let me roll this die here. We got one over there. So
4.
yellow 3 gets a hit. Yellow 3 gets 2 hits.
Feels very familiar.
Yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 of these like ME109 kills over on his space over here, and then roll for who's low ammo. So yellow 2 is low ammo. But the net result of that is it reduces this twice, so this goes away. So these guys are not lost contact, so that's good. And then the rest of them are going to go after the bomber. So what we need to do is we now need to look at escort.
What happens to that unit?
It just stays where it is.
And stays heavy?
Yes. So if you can get, I think you can get reduced results, which would reduce it. I think you can. Yeah, if you look over here, you can oh wait, that's reducing. I don't think, I mean, the main thing that happens is because we get a +1 because we destroyed one, so we've got a slightly easier chance of reducing over here on the escort suppression table. So we actually need a pretty good roll here. We need a 7 to actually suppress these guys. I didn't really notice that. So
where is that one?
That's over here on the escort suppression table.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, they're heavy.
Unfortunately.
Oh, baby.
How's that?
So we not only did we suppress them, but we also reduced them. Right? Because the blue number is suppressed, the red number is that. So now when we come back here, that's like we drew it up on the board, man. So now they have no escort.
We had room to spare
on
that.
So now they have no escort.
Yep. So now we're just going to roll 1 die.
1 die. We're trying to roll better than a 4.
How about a 2? Oh, this could be painful.
No, yeah, and again, you know what? It's the amazing thing is we did this last time, and I've already forgotten what happens when. I've already forgotten what happens here. So hang on, I'm gonna pause so I look this up.
It was a 10.
All right, so yeah, so sorry. Actually, just to go back because I actually forgot to unhit pause. So we basically, we go to 1 sec. So we went from tail to nose and we changed altitude. So now we are nose low. And then I was just looking over here. So because it failed, I don't think we go into the bomber cycle. I
don't believe we do either.
So my guess is that we go down to entropy, which now we're gonna go into the bomber formation from the nose, but we lose like 1 pass through, if that makes sense. So normally you get that initial pass, then you get a second pass, and then the escorts react. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the initial pass, and then the escorts are gonna react.
Yep.
And we're gonna do it from the nose. So we bring all these guys over. And so what we got to remember is that green 2 and blue 2 are our green pilots. So I'm thinking maybe we have, like, we do something like this. And if we get rid of these 2, I said blue 2, right? Blue 2 is the other one. So if we can disrupt these two
blue
tiles, then that'll separate him.
Yep.
And then maybe we have green Spitfire. These guys are both sort of regulars. And then
I really wonder whether one should go after that.
Oh, you know what? You're right. We should go after the one with the wing hit. Good
Yeah.
point. Good point. And this one should. Oh no, that guy's destroyed.
He's destroyed.
And then maybe we have red squadron just go after this guy who's already separated out. Just because what we got to do is we got to shoot things down. The only VPs left for us are shooting things down.
Right.
So I mean, we could also like consider doubling up a little bit here.
We just get one pass right now.
We just get one pass right now.
Let me ask you, this was the entropy. Did we burn fuel? We do, right? Or no, not yet. It's after the patrol's complete.
It's down there. Yep. We don't burn.
Yep. All right.
So should we try this? I mean, we don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah, let's try it. Why not?
What do we know?
The heck?
All right. So maybe you want to start with this red squadron and just see what we can do to this tile.
Why not?
So let's start with red leader. So let's see. So we're coming in on the nose and he's disconnected. So he's going to straggle.
Which he was already straggling.
No, this is actually...
Oh, no, actually he falls out. Yeah.
He falls out.
Right.
We get a hit.
And takes a hit.
But we get return fire.
Yep.
So
boy, wouldn't that wouldn't that 4 have been nice?
It would have been. So red leader is now after straggler. And then we are going to draw a damage marker for this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to draw a return fire for ourselves. So our guns are jammed.
We could have had worse.
We could have had a lot worse. So we'll put a jammed marker on him. Return that to the bag. All right. So let's do red 2. Oh, he's going to turn into a straggler. Oh, straggler, collision, and return fire. That's not as good a result.
That wasn't as good. All right. On a collision, anything but a 1, right?
No 1. No 1. All right. So.
You have no idea how paranoid I am after the first time I ever did that.
I know.
Literally. And now we got a return fire.
So he is not a green pilot.
Green, so no hit. So that was about as good as we could have expected.
All right, last one on this Keta.
He is also gonna, and he's already kind of straggled.
He's down here because he's a straggler.
Oh, that's right. So he takes a hit.
So he takes a hit. Fuselage. All right. Well.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go up here. Should we do our two like? Sort of.
Yeah.
Let's do
the blue first.
Blue first. So this is up top here. So collision, hit, and 7.
And we have 7, right?
We definitely have 7.
Definitely have 7.
So
we're counting a combination of planes and markers.
Planes and markers. Planes and damage markers, but with the destroyed and fallen count.
Yep. So first of all, a collision.
Yeah, collision. Okay.
Excellent. A hit.
He falls out, and there's a hit on this guy. Oh, he's just dead.
He's just dead. So now we still have to check on the other guy.
Yes. Hang on one second, because I'm going to add a Stuka to blue leader here. Blue leader has shot down a Stuka. But yes, now we need to check on our green pilot. And we may, if he gets a hit, we may need to use our veteran privilege.
Nope. I don't know what happened. Nothing, but he's low on ammo, right?
He's low. He's low ammo. Yeah, because that guy can't fall out of the formation.
Yeah.
All right.
He is already falling.
Yes, he's dramatically falling out of the formation.
This guy?
Yeah. So green leader. So 10 is not going to do it. We have 7.
And return fire. Nuts.
So that is mechanical.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
I know. So that's over here. Roll a die. If even, they exit the bomber formation and is lost contact. If odd, it RTBs. So there's really...
Even.
So he's lost contact.
Okay.
Now, we will remember that he's here because he can still provide his veteran bonus for this attack.
Right.
At least I assume he can. I assume this is all happening very simultaneously. Hit, low ammo, and it's not going to disrupt. So green 2 is low ammo. We get a damage marker, which is only a fuselage hit, which isn't going to be enough.
Well, we are close to, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's 2 hits on that guy, right? 10.
No.
If our leader had still been there, we'd have 11, right?
No. Are you counting this stuff over here?
Oh, they're out.
Yep,
Yes, you're
they're
right.
out.
Yep.
Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8.
8. Yep.
All right. Well, let's check blue 2 then. Or is it blue 2? Blue 3.
Blue 3.
So green pilot would take a hit, but he's not green.
And 8, which
8.
we already know.
We need a 7. So other than that, it was no result.
That was kind of uneventful. All right, where are we going? Green?
That's the only one left, is that green guy. Well,
A hit.
9
right?
is still going to be too high, though.
Yep.
Because we have
Ironically,
8. And we are low ammo, right?
we are low ammo.
So now the question we need to ask ourselves is, do we want to go to the flanks or not? I think we do, because I don't think we want to loop around to like the tail, because the problem is if we do that, we'll end up with like 2 escort reactions before we can do anything.
Yeah. Nope, we do not.
So I think we want to just move everybody over here, and we'll be coming in from the flanks next turn. Now hopefully, oops.
Whoa. What in the world just happened?
Oh, I just grabbed the wrong thing.
Mine ended up in my hand.
Oh.
Hands probably shouldn't be on.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, there's no reason for hands to be on here. That's quite funny. All right.
Been there.
Remember that he's jammed. Okay, so now we have escort reaction. I think. Is that right? Yes, escort reaction. There's only 1 station, so that's good.
Yep.
So yeah, pull that card for us.
Truth be told.
So the good news is nothing happens. They don't attack us, but they do. They move from trailing to low.
Yep.
Okay. Trailing to low. Okay, so then escort recovery. So we didn't suppress. No, wait, we did suppress them.
Oh, we were supposed to put a suppress marker on.
Yeah, we're supposed to put a suppress marker on them. We didn't do that. Let's pretend we moved it now.
So now they're gone. Now
Actually,
it's off.
So okay, so escort recovery, escort exit. I don't think we do escort exit here, do we? Actually, we might. Yeah, on an 11, these ME-109s will exit.
Well,
all right, they're going to stick around for a little while. Channel patrol, we don't have that. Reform. So this guy has lost contact. So he can. What can he do from lost contact? I'm trying to remember. He can chase. He can't reform because there's nobody else there. He can RTB, or he can chase. Now, my recollection from having watched a bunch of stuff is that chasing doesn't work very well. So the escort is light. So he would be intercepted on a 1 to a 3. He would succeed on a 7 or higher. But the problem is because he's a single fighter, we roll 2 dice and take the lowest number. Now, here's the thing, though. If we do this and he ends up in a dogfight and we manage to reduce, like we get lucky and manage to reduce that might not be bad. What do you think? We could either return him to base and say, discretion is the better part of valor, or we could have him
Nope,
take a
I
shot.
think we're gonna have him chase.
Okay, so roll 2 dice. What's the
12 and a
lowest?
3.
All right, he gets
3.
he gets intercepted.
Yep.
He gets intercepted. So, let me just check. I'm assuming you draw a Luftwaffe advantage card.
You would think.
Yep, I got it here. If interception happened, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card and initiate the dogfight cycle. So,
Head on.
head on. Green fighter immediately becomes low ammo, but he's not green. So, we grab an ME-109 Rata.
All
And
right.
then draw
a head on.
head-on card. So head on. So they fly off, but they get a hit.
Yep.
Damage marker. Wing 5.
I've seen worse.
I've seen a lot worse. So then, we're through. So now you do the hit check inside of the dogfight cycle.
How about a 1?
So green.
Why don't he just return to base?
Green leader is off to the wing.
Off to the wing hits.
Off to the wing hit
So much for better part of valor.
box. Yep.
Or not better part of valor.
All right, now. So, I think we.
Did we burn our fuel, by the way?
Oh, I don't think we did.
I didn't move it.
I didn't move them. Yeah, move them. So now I'm reasonably certain this is where I always get, but I think we go back to revealing raid vector markers.
Even
Although
though they drop?
actually that's not true. Actually, because one thing we forgot to do was they should have moved to there when they dropped their.
Yeah, we should have turned the sun.
Yeah, we should have turned the sun. All right, well we screwed up a whole mess.
Yep.
So we can collect all these inbound markers. Actually, let's see. So then
Theoretically, that's where we intercepted.
that's where we intercepted, yeah. So I think now they move to here when we reveal that marker is the way I think that's going to work, right?
It would be logical.
So let's assume that's what's going to happen, and if we're wrong, people can tell us. So what does that one say?
Turning point.
Turning point. So if even, shift the sun clockwise. If odd, shift it counterclockwise.
Even.
Shift it clockwise. So we'll go from tail high to port high. Okay.
That's the opposite of where we're coming from, right?
Yeah, but we're low anyway, so it doesn't really
Oh, that's
really
right.
matter. It's really only that initial attack run where you can be high. Okie dokie. So then we swirl again. So we go back up to the orders. So we have to actually decide what to do with Yellow Squadron.
Feel like we need to. Well, our option is to continue to suppress, right?
We could continue to suppress that guy, or
Let's
we could
suppress
just try to get into the formation and help out.
And he's down to a light escort.
He's down to a light escort. So what would that
Feel
be?
like-
So we're coming from the. Let's check that out. So we're coming from the tail. We are low. So we're going to need to, we can re-roll, and they are low. So we'd only need to roll a 6 or, no, we need to roll an 8 or better to get in there.
And we burn a fuel.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's a reroll, is what that means.
that's a re-roll. So we could roll twice to try to get in there. What do you think?
I feel like we should try to get in there.
Let's try
What
to-
happens if we fail the roll?
Then they end up jumping us, essentially. They draw a Luftwaffe advantage card. But the thing is that we're not, I mean, the other best cases suppressing them doesn't really help because, well, suppressing, interestingly, I'm going to bet you that with suppressing, we probably shouldn't have we might not have even needed to draw for escort advantage, or we probably would have drawn for it, but that section would have been uneligible to jump us. So if we jump them, we could check this to make sure we get this right. But my guess is that would prevent them from attacking us if we suppress them.
Because
Plus, we could actually remove them. Like on a 9 or better, we could actually remove them. What do you think? Should
let's
we just
do that? Let's suppress them again.
let's go after them again? Okay. So we draw so we roll on the intercept table. So we are coming in from tail low.
Before we make this decision, let's make sure this makes sense.
So we'd have to roll a 7 to have advantage. So we'd have to roll a 7 to have an advantage, or we could try to get into the bomber formation on an 8 rolled twice. I feel like that's a better bet.
Me too.
So let's just go into the bomber formation.
Yep.
All right, so just roll one. Well, we got an 8 on one of them. We'll say that
all we needed.
Red is typically first, so we don't need to spend the fuel to re-roll it. So yellow formation is now in the bomber formation. Now the thing is, they're actually coming from back here,
which is not necessarily good.
Actually, I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good because we're tail low though, so they can't actually.
Oh, that's right. Yep. I keep forgetting.
We're tail low. I think we're tail low. I'm wondering if we're still high though, because we would have been
suppressed. And did anything send us low when we?
Not that I actually know of. So I actually think we're tail high. Is my guess.
Wow. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Well, let's go for it and hope we don't take a bunch of hits.
I don't know what choice we got. So now we got to check the bomber intercept on.
Yeah.
Or actually, no. Now we're just placing them.
Yeah, and what I think we should do is we should have yellow go after these two because they're going to be less likely to get hits on us.
I agree. Yeah.
So let's have yellow leader and yellow 3 target this guy, and then we'll have this guy go here where he's already got 1 hit.
We've also got this guy sitting out here with 1.
Yeah.
Should we send 1, or should we send 1 of these guys up here?
So why don't we send this combo? This is like our veteran in green.
Yep.
And we haven't used his veteran leadership thing yet. We haven't needed it yet. So now,
question: this was a hit, right? I mean, he's gone.
He's destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was flak, and I just didn't.
Oh yeah.
That was flak, and I just didn't do anything about it. So we should definitely get some. How about we get the rest of green going after this guy?
Yeah, he is susceptible.
He's very susceptible.
You got a fuselage hit here.
Yeah. We got to worry. Red leader might not get his shots, might not come off, but maybe we do that. Although, actually, we should. These guys. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I feel like maybe we should have these guys go here because I think we need to pile a few things onto these to try to break up this formation.
Yeah. Yep.
So, should we do this guy first?
Let's do him.
Yellow, whatever he is. So he's on the tail. Oh, he's jammed.
That worked great. Come on. That's the second leader to jam, right?
I think so, yeah. It's that red leader. Yep.
All right.
He gave the bad planes to the leaders.
2 hits.
2
and
hits
low
and
ammo.
low ammo. Well, let's hope we get one of these hits is a good one.
Thank God for green.
Engine, he's dead.
He's gone.
Yep. We don't even need to draw the next one. So who was that? Yellow 3 down to Stuka. Wow. Yellow 3 has shot down 3 planes. Admittedly, 2 of them were fighters, so they don't count.
So, well, So they shut down 1.5.
1.5, exactly. All right.
All right.
So should we do our last yellow guy here?
As well.
That would have been a good result for him because then he would have shot that guy down with 3 hits.
And that is a single plane as well.
Single plane as well. Look at that.
2 hits. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah, we're coming from behind. You're right. 2 hits and low ammo.
2 hits and low ammo. So we don't even have to draw for that. We could. Oh, that wing hit didn't end up back in there. So that guy is destroyed. And
that's yellow.
Yellow 2 has got a Stuka. All right. Well, we're doing a decent job now of at least building up a few victory points that we couldn't get for breaking apart the Keta. All right. Should we do blue here?
Yep.
Blue leader, and then we got our green pilot. So
blue leader coming in from the starboard on a single plane, so a hit and low ammo.
Hit and low ammo. So low ammo. Well, that's
another
a wing hit. All right. Well, green, it's your turn to shine, baby. Yep.
Bam.
He got him. He is no ammo, but he did actually get rid of this Stuka.
That is blue 2.
Blue 2. I like Stukas. They shoot down easy. Blue 2. All right. So this is, which one should we go after first here? I feel like one of these two first, because that'll kind of break the formation apart. I mean, probably this.
Well, this one will break. The problem is, I think it's a check.
I think this one, because if we break this one apart, this one breaks apart. If we break this one apart, these two are still connected. If we break this apart, these two are still connected.
Agreed.
So this is the red leader whose guns are jammed.
Who's jammed. So how does this work again?
So it is.
You roll.
Let's see. It's going to be, if it's odd, the damage result is canceled and the jam marker is removed. If it's even, you do damage. So first things first, we're going to find out what he does.
So he's coming.
Green pilot would take a hit.
And then 8, so which we should have.
We do have 8.
By a lot.
So we'll move him off here. But he doesn't do any damage. So now we're doing blue 3, which is our green pilot.
So he is a 4, which there's 4 on there as well.
A hit and low ammo.
That was a pretty good.
And actually, he just shot him down. Because I just got an engine hit.
Yep.
So that was blue 3 now shut down a Stuka. Wow. These guys. And I didn't get destroyed by return fire there. All right, should we do this?
Where are the destroyed markers?
Oh, sorry. I'm just cloning them. But they're over here somewhere. Yeah, they're the backside of Fallen.
Yeah.
Should we do the red guys now?
Yeah.
So this is an isolated Keta. A 6.
Definitely did not do that, but a hit and low ammo.
Low ammo. Damage
just a simple engine hit.
Wing hit. Not quite good enough, but we still got red 3. Yeah,
another hit.
Hit and low ammo, so they're both low ammo. Fuselage.
All right, we need
I think we got enough planes to come around again, though. I
think so too. Yep.
All right, well, let's see if we can knock this guy out of the sky now with green 3 and green 2.
So that's a combined.
That is.
So a hit.
Low ammo, and they get broken apart on a 6.
Which we do not have.
We do not have. But this, we don't need to draw for it. That guy is destroyed. So that is green 3. And there was no low ammo or anything in there?
Low ammo.
Oh, there is low ammo?
Yep.
So green 3 is now out of ammo. So draw for green 2, which is our green pilot, I think. Yes.
Dorsal. Doesn't matter.
Low ammo.
Low ammo and the 9, so that doesn't
All
matter.
right, that's not. That's again. I actually think that's not a terrible set of results there. Like we are still largely intact. Meaning, I mean, we've only got one guy in the fate box.
Yep.
All right, so now we draw for. We didn't end up suppressing this guy, right? Wait.
We did not.
Oh, right, because we just sent yellow
We went for
straight in.
contact.
Yeah. So now we draw for escort reaction. They're in the low box this time. Oh God.
And they moved to port.
So they move to port and they draw two cards. All right, let me line these up so we can figure out who we're going after. Okay, so you just roll a d12 and we can use what's over here.
10.
10 is so that's yellow. Roll me again, actually. So that's yellow.
9.
So that's yellow 2 if he's still around.
He's around. Right there.
Right there. Okay, so yellow 2 is going to draw a Luftwaffe advantage card on him.
Head on. Clear haze. Escort was not in the sun,
Not
right?
when it was drawn. So he just gets a head-on rota. All right, roll me again. I'm just going to count. If you roll a 10 or 11, or 10 or 11 or 12, I got to roll again.
2.
So blue 2, our poor little green pilot.
Head on again.
Same rota?
Yep. Behind you, if heavy escort.
They're not heavy.
The Rada with the Schwarm, but they're not heavy.
And I'm going to move them to the port station just so we don't forget.
Yep.
If port station is empty, low moves there. Okay. All right, well, let's see what happens. Neither of these guys has any ammo, so we just see if any damage gets done to them.
All right.
So head on. So loose. They fly away, and he's jammed.
And green.
Wait, am I looking at the wrong thing?
Oh, no, you're looking at the right thing.
No. I'm looking at the section thing. Nope, you're right. So green pilot would have taken a hit, but they fly away.
Yep, exactly.
So nothing happens. So yellow pilot is still there, but he has no ammo. We don't want that green pilot symbol on this one, because this actually is a green pilot. Ooh, look at that. So
well,
nothing happens basically. So they fly away and we are low ammo, but we were already no ammo.
We were already low ammo.
So this is interesting now. So that's the intercept. I'm sorry, that's the
yeah.
We've
So
been
we
through all that. We've been orders, intercept. Yeah. So now we can do the bomber formation again.
Exactly. Which I think we do.
Yeah, but I think we want to send a bunch of these guys home, right?
The low ammo guys.
All the no ammo guys.
Or the no ammo guys, I mean. Which is 4.
So these two green guys are going to go
these
home.
2. And these 2.
And those 2. That still leaves us with quite a few planes here, I think.
Yeah.
So I think another pass is warranted here, don't you?
Bingo, absolutely.
A little risky. So we should definitely get some folks on this guy. Let's send you want to send like the 2 jammed guys on this guy? One of them's got to get a hit, right?
Theoretically. Not really.
Or do you think that's too risky? We could do that instead.
Yeah, let's do that.
We should send like at least 2 guys against this guy, if not 3.
Yeah. Well, you could do the jammed guy.
Let's do the jammed guy and 2 against this guy. So we'll send basically the entire of Red Squadron to take out this guy. And then why don't we send the entire of Blue Squadron to take out this guy who is also a lone bomber.
Yep. There we go.
So we're just going after, well, in this case, we're not going after a lone bomber, but let's go after this guy first. The yellow leader up there. So we're coming from starboard port, so that's good. We got a dorsal hit. And we are, oh wait, we got to roll for this now. Sorry, we did get a dorsal hit. So roll for the jam. So we remove the jam marker, but we don't get the damage.
But he's separated.
But he is
right?
Separated, yes. So
we are out of ammo.
No, he's only low ammo because he had a jam marker, but he wasn't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mind you, I don't think it matters a ton. I don't think he's coming around again. All right, so now the second yellow guy. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's jammed.
No, he's jammed.
Yeah.
Well, that was a shame. All right, should we go after this guy now?
Don't even know if I care anymore.
That guy's going home. Dorsal hit. And
jammed, though.
So roll.
We got to roll.
Yeah. So the jam marker is replaced by low ammo.
Low ammo.
All right, we got two more. Two more. Come on, we can get this guy. We can get him.
A dorsal hit.
And now he's out of ammo.
And he's out of ammo.
He's gone. We just shot him down because we got an engine hit. So that was Red 2. Got himself a Stuka.
All right. And then the other guy is out of ammo.
So the only thing on there is a low ammo result?
A hit and low and
a hit,
no ammo.
Okay. All right. We're going to need a little bit of luck here from Blue Leader and Blue 3, but let's give it a shot.
All right.
So we got a hit, low ammo.
Out of ammo. Come on, be the right hit. That's the wrong hit.
All right, Blue 3, it's all up to you now.
A dorsal hit.
Yeah,
and out of ammo.
That's not going to be enough.
It depends.
No, because it's.
Oh.
I mean, unless we're going to come around again, which I'm not thinking we're going to come around again. All right, so we exit the bomber formation.
Two guys with 2 hits.
Yeah, I can't believe this guy. Oh, maybe he got shot down and I'm forgetting. We're not coming around again. Okay, so escort reaction. You know, I'm reasonably certain we forgot to spend fuel last time. They are port. So they draw 2, but they're reduced.
So that eliminates them now after the 2.
Yeah, after we draw these 2 cards.
Head on whoever it is.
All right, hang on 1 second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this head on.
It does say clear or haze if they were in the sun.
Yep. So we're going to add a swarm tailing him.
Yeah. I don't like that as much. So now we need to see who, right?
I already grabbed who.
Oh, you did it?
Yep. So he
run, Forrest, run.
Looking like that. All right. And then the second one is this guy, Red Leader.
Hailed by a swarm. He's a leader, so.
Yep.
Woo.
All right, well, let's start with head on, right? Head on goes first. Head on, then tailed, then tailing.
Head on.
So they fly away, but there's a potential collision.
No collision.
All right. So now we get to choose maneuvers. Should we, turn. turn. Evasive maneuvers, I just don't think is going to get it done because it's going to take too long.
I just want to turn and have them fly past us and then we head home.
That's what I want too. Let's start with turning. So they're both going to turn.
All right.
All right, draw 4, red 3 first. So tailed, hit, and we reduce him. That's not really what we were looking for. Well, he's got an elevator hit. All right, let's red leader. All right, that's better. So they fly away and we're out of ammo.
Yep.
All right. So he stays in the bomber formation. This is now lost contact. But actually, before we even do that, roll for this. We got to roll for this elevator hit. You want to do that?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. So he goes to the elevator box. I don't know, man. Two guys in the fate box.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. That's not, I think there's going to be some casualties. Okay. We're not doing any chase. Burning fuel. I think we've been very bad about remembering to do that. Escort recovery, no. Escort exit, no, because they already exited. No channel patrol. Nobody's in lost contact. So move the raid marker and reveal. We can just put him up there, I think. Reveal that. No event. Okay. And then with that, we are going to swirl again, which is going to do bomber formation, but I think everybody's just going home. Actually, you know what?
There's no escorts anymore, right?
Yeah, I think these two should go after one of these. So these guys, these no ammo guys. Oops. Hello. Thank you. Sorry, I was just restoring like the note.
Yep.
So I think these no ammo guys should all go, right?
Yep, but we got 2 sitting there.
Yeah, and there's no escorts. So I feel like they should take one more pass before we get
Why
on.
not? What can hurt?
Well,
I guess we're about to find out.
Let's go find out.
Now I got a crazy question for you. Do you go 1 and 1 and try and knock 2 down?
I think so. I mean, one of them's jammed, so it's like 50-50. But I think we go 1 and 1 and we try and get lucky. I mean, we've already failed twice on jammed. We've got to roll even this time.
Statistically, it's got to happen, right?
Gotta
so
happen.
Jammed first.
Jammed first. So we got a dorsal hit and low ammo. So basically, we just roll, and if it's even, he's shot down. Well, he's not jammed anymore. But he is out of ammo. All right, the next guy.
We shot him down, right?
No, because was that a 6?
That's a 6.
I thought it was a 9. My bad.
He's still out of ammo.
So yellow 3 now has a kill.
And we got a kill. So that was a good strategy so far.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a good strategy.
Wow, yellow 3 has, I think he's shot down 4 things. Yellow 3's had a good day. All right, so just one hit is all we need, man. Just one hit. We got a hit.
Out of ammo.
So yellow leader got himself one as well on the way out the door. All right. So there are no escorts. So I don't believe we need to pull for escort reaction. Well, actually, that's not true. Oh, shoot. All right, we screwed up again. Sorry.
Doesn't surprise me.
See this? We should have also been ambushed by a 110.
Oops.
We got to check these a little more carefully. So this is, and it's funny, what reminded me of this is I think we do need to draw for another card because that result might be
Just
there.
in case there's an ambush.
Yeah. What we should probably do is, to be honest, okay, we'll just take, I was going to say, if there's no ambush here, we should be ambushed by a 110.
Yeah.
Like, just to be fair. But we'll just take the ambush 109 result. Okay, so we basically we draw a Luftwaffe advantage card and we apply it to one of these two.
Head on. Hun in the sun. Are they still in the sun?
No, because we're this time we were coming in from starboard, I think,
Okay.
right? Because we were over there.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, and
All
actually,
right.
you know what? They weren't even coming from a station.
Oh, that's true.
So, it's a head on rata.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use this little guy to pretend he's a head on rata for right now. We'll just see what happens. All right, so head on.
Oh. Head on.
So we hit him. But we're no ammo. So
we have no ammo and he
essentially-
flies away.
Essentially, he flies away. So then, that's escort, reaction, chase. Now we burn more fuel, but I think we're okay
Right on the edge, man.
because when we get back around, these two are just going to RTB. Oh, you know what's interesting though?
I do not.
Well, one thing we didn't reckon with, and luckily it didn't bite us in the ass, is this would have been channel recovery if we had actually gotten hurt there.
Yep.
I didn't think about that. So we're just going to let this guy go. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're in this space, so I think we need to check for there's actually channel patrol.
Is that the 8?
Yeah, it's the 8. This may have been a terrible idea now that I think about it.
A 6.
Check. If it's greater than the number, you draw a card, otherwise you keep going. So it was less than the number, right?
6.
All
and
right.
It was an 8.
So that's it. So basically then, yeah, we just RTB. Okay. So now so all of these guys made it back nicely. So now
Quite honestly, that was very little damage.
that wasn't bad. And we actually did quite a bit considering we weren't able to break him up beforehand. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see how much we got there. So let's roll for green leader, shall we? His wing
I
hit.
rolled a 3. Crash.
Fire, even worse.
Fire. Even worse.
Go ahead.
Ay,
roll
ay.
again.
Roll high, baby. A 6.
So green
So he's in the
leader
hospital.
goes to the hospital. So let's grab green leader. Pilot E goes to the hospital.
Who is that?
That was
Mr.
pilot
Elliott.
Mr. Elliott.
Nathan Elliott.
He didn't have a very good patrol, frankly. I think he was the first one who went down. All right.
Terrible leader. An 8.
Elevator
Hangar.
8. He hangars his plane, right?
Yep.
Yep. Red leader. Good job, red leader. So red leader hangars his plane.
So that was good.
So then we basically are done. So now we basically just tally things up.
Yep.
So this guy,
We gave ourselves a slight advantage.
yes. Two and 2 ME109s. So that's 2.5.
You actually typed the 0.5?
Yeah. And this is like, even though this says experience, it's actually kills. It's for becoming an ace, not. All right. So interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We killed 7 Stukas, which gives
Pretty strong.
us 7 victory points. Yeah, I would say that was pretty strong, frankly. Brilliant.
Yep.
That seems like a good place to. Well, we can end there, and then we can come back next time and do the next chapter.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. A few new wrinkles.
Yeah,
Throw
few places where we didn't quite know what was going on.
Yep. a few places where we knew what was going on, or you did, and yet we forgot them until
Yes.
later.
Yes.
Um, but
Not
overall,
not bad. I'd say I would not. I'm not displeased with how we got through that. I mean, I think,
nope,
but I think that's kind
nope.
of the nature of this game a little bit, is just that sometimes you just got to encounter these like permutations and figure them out. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this patrol. Hope you're enjoying the video. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough, the series, and hope you're enjoying the channel. Leave comments with suggestions for games that you'd love to see come to the channel, or improvements that we could make to the channel. And we will see you in the next video on Agility Snips Gaming Table.